Hello everybody, welcome to Flosstube number 49.
49.
49, I think it's 49.
4 and 9, 49.
49.
Yes. Where am I looking?
Over here.
Okay.
Maybe I should just cover this up and then you can't see it. And then you won't be able to look at the screen.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but then we can't see if everything's in focus. Oh, first
Hello,
world
guys.
problems. Hello.
Buckle up. This is a WIP Parade. Morti,
Don't make me speed this up.
if we're lucky, Morti will put some parade music over the top.
Right, don't, the tree's wobbling. Yeah, so we're filming this on the 30th of December. It's not, I mean, to me it feels wrong because there's still another day to go and I've got 2 more days of stitching left for this year, but
I
we will
haven't.
just have to accept this. I don't know what I'm going to be working, actually I do know what I'm going to be working on. So yeah, but yes, so the last time we did an actual floss trip was the 1st of December. You've had the whole of Flossmas in between.
Yes.
It's all good.
Where have you been? We were there. Where were you?
They were watching. We had lots of people watching.
We did. Oh, thanks. For the people that watched.
Especially on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
2 times fresh.
Just makes me smile.
It does. It does. It was fun.
What we have discussed is how we're doing one-on-one to speed it up, or do you want people to see that you've got more than me, or do you want?
Maybe we can alternate because I've got this sinking feeling that people watch you and then switch off.
I don't think so. That's called lack of self.
Low self-esteem.
Low self-esteem. Yeah, yeah. Morti's got a lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah, but then it will make them watch for a bit longer, won't it?
So you'd better do.
I better
6.
do 2 and then you do 1 because
Okay.
I've got 20 and you've got 10.
That was well worked.
I said, yeah.
Look how quickly you did that maths.
Occasionally, the
Yeah.
brain works. I have had hot coffee this morning.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Talking of which, mine's over there.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh well.
Do you want to go get it?
No,
Okay, you've got water though.
I do.
Yay. So, what a year. What a year. I'd like to preface this by saying it's been a year. It's really been a year. No, because weren't you out of action in January because of your back?
Because of my back, yeah, I had sciatica.
And then my poor mum, she passed away in May.
Bit of a
And
annus
I had
horribilis.
surgery in December. We have done some travelling as well. We went on holiday to Tenerife, didn't we?
We did.
So it's been one of those years where the mojo for stitching has been quite low.
Yes. That's a good way to describe it.
That said, I think I've done well in excess of 35,000 stitches. There is quite a few that I haven't actually recorded as the number of stitches, but just the number of days that I worked on. But we'll come to all of that in a minute. So,
And I haven't. You know me, I don't. I count to see where I'm at. You're not going to get any stitch counts from me.
No.
You'll see some progress. You'll see not progress. You'll see that I love my whips.
Yeah.
Particularly the licorice ones. That was a joke.
We have to do jokes for Flossmas, okay?
Okay.
Right. Do you want to go first?
You just said you do 2 and I'll do 1.
Okay, you want me to go first? Okay, well, okay, I'm going to get my 2 biggest embarrassments out of the way, actually. Both new starts this year. Had a bright idea that I was going to join in with the Urban Thread. Is it Urban Thread? The Steady Thread, sorry, getting 2 different designers muddled up there. The Steady Threads Weaving Knot Stitch Along. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's done. I started it in May. I think I started it the weekend Mum passed away, actually.
Which way's up?
That way's up. That's how much I got done. Can you tell what it is? So, in terms of what I was going to stitch on for the next couple of days, I am going to put some serious stitching into this in the next 2 days. I think I should at least get the outer outline done. Maybe get some of the knot, so that at least the outlines are done and then go in. It's 4 or 6 parts, something like that.
Okay.
But that's all I got done, and it's embarrassing.
Do explain to me, because I don't know. You used your guidelines. You used some sort of funky metallic thread.
Yeah, I've used, it's either going to be a chronic blending filament or it's a Gutermann gold thread that you use in sewing machines.
Right.
And what doesn't happen is you don't tend to split it with your
needle.
like you would with sewing thread.
Indeed. Well, how clever is that?
Yeah, it's Gutermann. The you can't really tell on camera. There you go. You got your bit of shine there. It's a copper coloured Gutermann thread. Thank you for ironing it. Mr. stood and ironed all these this morning. It is that way up. I do know that I did that way up.
You'd never know.
But it wouldn't matter because it's a weaving knot and it's a symmetrical design. So
okay, I'm going to pretend I know what that is.
yeah, it'll all come good in the end. But
cool.
yeah, I just
You're very close to that edge.
it's all right. It's going into a hoop, so
okay,
it's designed to fit into a hoop. So it doesn't need to be. It's going into a hoop.
Actually, it's not ironed particularly well. I can still see the hoop mark.
That's all right, but that's fine because it's going to be a hoop mark permanently. Right. So that's number one of my embarrassments.
Well, hey.
The second one isn't so much an embarrassment as I wasn't really feeling this, and so I ended up abandoning it. And that was the Lakeside Needlecraft Happy Halloween stitch along, which I was doing with the Coven, and we all bought a copy, I think, or most of us bought a copy.
I took the needle off. Oh no.
And so I took it with us to Tenerife to start stitching. I managed 96 stitches. That's it. That's as far as I got. It's on.
People that know us are going to wonder why you chose orange fabric.
I did. Well, that's what it was called for.
Oh, okay.
It seems that all of the Lakeside Needlecraft stitch-alongs seem to be on this 32 count pumpkin.
Right.
Even weave that they have made specifically for them. Let me go on the
I
edge.
see.
Right. I just wasn't feeling it. It's huge blocks of colour. The Happy Halloween is in.
But it's on orange. So no, I'm not surprised you're not into it.
Yeah.
Every time you pick it up.
Yeah, but it's like it's just big chunks of colour, and I just didn't. So I don't know if that's gone into permanent timeout as a UFO, or if I might pick it up again later this year. Have I put it on my WIP go? That's the next question. Let me just have a quick look here. Board number one. Quick check. It does not look like it is on my rotation for this year, so it's going into timeout.
I think you have decided. Me up.
You up.
Here we go. My first one is a Textured Treasures creation. Hello, Karen. And it is Arawayan. It'll look like that.
Yep. And this is also what it looked like this time last year.
Yeah.
If there's a, I haven't made a list of which ones are new starts for him. So.
Don't know, but here it is. Here's where we're at. This is on Witchell Even Weave. It's a 28 count in black. It was a kit. It's a Textured Treasures kit, and I'm doing it 2/1. Love the colours. The colours are eye-catching. Yeah, it'll get more progress this year.
How much do you hope to achieve this year?
Get it finished this year.
You want to get it finished this year?
I do. In the pressure, I'd like to get Arawan out the way because it's not very big.
Okay.
It's not very big.
Okay.
You can achieve quite a lot in a short stitching space. So
okay, now that you've got the grips.
To grips with.
Got to grips with it.
Yes. It's a bit tricky.
Try not to get chocolate on it next year.
It's not going to the truck anymore.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so.
That was short and sweet.
It was. So next up on my list is Spooky House. Oh, I managed to get those. I still managed to get those around the wrong way. That was clever. I laid all my whips out and I actually went through them and I sorted them into order. And I've managed still to get that back to front. That was just stupid, wasn't it? Right, let's pull that out because that one's next as well. It's worked out quite well, this. Right, so, you know, never not known for being one of those people that does anything like on the dark and spooky side. So this is Spooky House. Oh, I'm going to turn and look at the camera and put that, if I put that there. So this is Spooky House by Sandra Parlow, charted by X's and O's. It's on a 16 count Ada in colourway Mirage by Picture This Plus. Ooh. And I was doing this as a stitch along with Nadine of Nadezhda Stitch using this hashtag Spooky House sale. I managed a whole 1,121 stitches this year. This is what it looked like at the last WIP Parade. So not last time you saw it, but this time last year. And now it looks like that. So I think I have worked further down here. I really should have the pictures in front of me so I can tell you what I've worked on. But yeah, I do enjoy working on this one, but it is quite hard work. The Picture This Plus fabric is very soft, which makes it quite a challenge to stitch on. The Krynic, the glow in the dark Krynic, which is windows and the face in the roof here, is really good, but oh my goodness, it does not lay nicely, and I really need to start stitching that moon.
You do. Good luck.
16 reels of Krynic, so probably 15 in the moon. So there you go.
There we are.
That's where that's at.
First of two.
The first of two. So that is on my rotation for this year, for sure. We'll talk more about the WIP Go for next year at the end of this session.
Can we find you a clip? Come on, there's got to be something to help you hold that.
But I don't want to be
there.
No, I didn't want to be looking away from the camera too much. Stay. There we go. Right, and then the second one is another one that I was doing as a stitch along with the girls. In this terms, it's not because stitch along is a release, but just that we all started it around the same time. I think
Stitching
Joe's
together.
nearly finished it. Yeah.
You're not far off a finish.
Oh, I'm a long way off
Oh, are
the
you?
finish. Oh, yes.
I was ironing it just now and I thought,
No,
that's
no.
looking super.
This is what it will look like when it's finished.
Aha.
Next to it, we'll put up what it looked like this time last year. And this is what it looks like now. I have only managed...
Galloping into the picture.
I should add that almost all of the things that I've worked on in the last 12 months have had 10 days worth of stitching on, because that's what WIP Go called for, 5 days twice. I've managed 1,397 stitches. The fabric is 28 count Brittany Even Weave by Sparkleys in colourway Stormy Sky, but it's not a sparkly by Sparkleys.
In case the Slytherins out there want to know, where did you get that beautiful needleminder from? Is it an Etsy shop?
It was an Etsy shop one.
Yeah.
Etsy shop purchase. I don't know.
Cool.
Unlike Liz of Stitch by Liz, I don't know where I've bought all of my needleminders from at this particular point. Too much time has elapsed. And some of them I've been gifted as well, so I don't know where they were bought from. But yeah, so 1,397 stitches. Again, that is on my rotation for next year. Over to you, matey boy.
Excellente. Next one up is Night Spirit Studio. You'll be aware, I'm sure, if you've been here before, they do jewelled skeletons. I've chosen the jewelled King, Queen and Jester.
This was a start this year, wasn't it?
This was a start this year, yes.
Cushion?
Yes.
Cushion? You have a black cushion there. Thanking you kindly. You want to lay that there?
I don't understand. Black on black. I don't understand.
It's stopping the light coming through.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. So, elected to put all three in a triptych. So the king is going to go here, and then the jester's going to go here. So yeah, we got the king, queen done last year. I love this piece. It's on Ada. It's 14 count Ada in black. All DMC threads. And I'm stitching it 3/1 because the red did not cover well on the black. Didn't like it, so did 3/1. Never again am I going to stitch 3/1. It's tricksy. But there we are. It's yeah,
Love it.
I love it a lot. This one goes to the truck with me, as those that follow us know. It will continue to go to the truck with us and hopefully get the king done next year. Cool.
But I think you'll get the king done, and you might get at least half the jester done as well.
Maybe.
No, I think you will. I've seen how fast you've worked on that.
Yeah, we can go to, when the hours allow in the truck. I can get some hours in.
Remind me to wash that today.
Okay. You now.
Right, me now. Who's next? Right, okay. One of the big uns. Okay, so Sirens Lament. Now the plan was last year that on WIP Go I was going to do, the numbers were all going to have 5 days apiece for each thing on the, with the exception of 3 of crafts, which was going to be a finish, which it is a finish. You've seen it as a finish. It's not going to be shown here because I still haven't fully finished it. That's something else to do this week. But that would leave me between 18 and 21 days each month to work on the Chatelaine and Sirens Lament. And it worked up to a point.
Mm-hmm.
That point being probably about February. So here's what Sirens Lament looked like this time last year. I managed, careful girl, dog just had a fit. I managed 3,433 tent stitches only.
Don't like the only word, do we? But this is where we're at.
Haven't even managed to get to the end of the row, which is what I was hoping to do.
Yes, but you know, it's a hobby. And life goes on. And looking incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it does look amazing.
Yep.
Does look amazing. But, yeah, that's just... No, needs to be more done. I wanted it done by May this year, and I'm only 25% of the way through. This isn't even halfway through. Halfway through's down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Halfway. Right, so we love full coverage, don't we, all of us? You having a good snoosh there, mister?
Yeah, I'm struggling. I've got Flosstube nose.
Yeah.
I've got Flosstube nose.
You know what, I've worked out what it is as well.
Yeah.
It's all the fibres coming off of the cloths and the fabric.
You for the second.
The other one I'm working on, did I have this started last year? I don't remember. If I had it started last year, it'll appear here now. But the next one up was Sirens Lament. Oh, sorry, I've just said I've completely forgotten. So Sirens Lament was art by Anne Stokes, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. I don't know whether or not it's still on there. It's on a 25 count, easy grid, even weave. There you go. Right, this one is Nevermore by Lila's Studio.
Started this year?
I don't know if I started this year or last year, but if it was last year, it will pop up.
Here it is.
But here we are. I've taken it off of the Q-snap and Mr. very kindly ironed it because it actually needs to be moved on the Q-snap. I think I need a bigger Q-snap, to be fair, or put it on a proper scroll bar frame. 1,487 stitches into it this year. You can see I haven't quite finished his tail because it was off the Q-snap. It is on a feldspar 18 count Ada, believe it or not. 18 count Ada by Picture This Plus. Picture This Plus are very soft Adas. They do something when they do their dyeing process that softens the fabric beautifully. Yeah, as I say, 18 count Feldstar Picture This Plus fabric. Using all the called for colours. It is on the rotation for 2025. Whether or not I get it finished will remain to be seen. I have only got it put down for 10 days of work. So I'm expecting to get another 1,500 stitches or so into it, but hopefully we're going to have a much more peaceable year this year. So
what sort of percentage finish is it? How near finish is this? It looks
possibly 10 or 15%.
Oh really? It's huge then.
Maybe 20%.
It's huge.
It is huge.
Yeah, the piece of fabric's huge. So,
you know, I always calculate my fabric. If you pull back a bit, it's probably a bit more like 20%, but I always put 3 inches of extra fabric in each direction on these. So if you come down a bit, you've got fabric up to here as well.
Oh god, yeah, you have, yeah.
So
it's a huge piece.
It's quite a large piece.
Sorry, I didn't even mean to ask the question. I've forgotten the load of fabric. There we are.
But it's another one of those that doesn't have a PDF, so it's all being done using a
Really cool.
homemade PDF, as it were.
Yes.
Hang on, let's turn that over. So that's my next two. And we've got another embarrassment coming up next. So it's your turn.
Next up is Modern Folk Embroidery, created with us in mind, which is a huge honour.
It wasn't created with us in mind per se,
Because
but
you
we put it into Jacob's head that we hoped he was going to do a Nevermore companion.
Yes.
Which he then did, which is the Dwarven Axe.
Which it'll look like that when it's finished.
Yes, because this is... But we did start this last year.
Don't know.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
I think we did. Yeah, so what it will look like, what it looked like this time last year.
And what it's at now. This is a great chart to stitch.
Yeah, we have
I
both
love
worked
this.
on it.
Yeah, this is a companion. We worked together on this. This is a joint piece.
I think I put about 1,000 stitches in. You've done all the rest.
I get a chance to take it to the truck and just stitch. Yeah. It's just lovely. Single colour, 3799. It's on a Zweigart Murano even weave, 32 count.
Stormy Night.
Stormy Night is the colourway. We're using 3799. Sadly supplied by Marley's Mixed Bag, who is no longer.
Yeah.
We're doing 2/2. And it's a lot of fun. Just brilliant.
Yeah.
I get to do the handle of the axe next.
So, finish this year?
I should hope so. I should hope that will be moved on.
Coco?
I should go. Yeah, without kicking the light. Yes, that's me.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Right, so next up. So, as a companion to Sirens Lament, the other one that was supposed to have been stitched on this year was the Poison Garden Mandala. And those that watched the Flosstube extras will remember that I did a whole half an hour, whatever, stitching, and I was like, I was stitching it. I'm sure this isn't meant to be pink. And after I'd finished filming and uploaded it, I went and checked. No, it wasn't meant to be pink. It was meant to be silver, because the two symbols, one, they're both wands with a dot on the end, and one was a round dot and one was a square dot, and they're that small. Even on a PDF, I couldn't tell the difference, and I was like, so, because it's not the kind of PDF that you can use in Pattern Keeper, it wouldn't pick up all the colours. So this is what it looked like last year. It has been moved on, but I'm not counting the number of stitches, although I think, if I remember rightly, there's something like 600 stitches in the middle of this that are over one. Poison Garden Mandala by Chatelaine Designs on 28 count even weave, just a vintage white. I put in 6 days in total. 6 days out of 365.
And it looks like this.
Isn't that dreadful?
Now, for those of you who don't know this chart, check how big it is. Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't get a frame that was the right length made by LBC. LBC, you need to pull your finger out and make one that's a bit smaller than this. This is your biggest frame. But the next one down wasn't big enough.
But Morti's beating herself up for not stitching on this. There are not many places in the house that you can stitch on this. And the one place where it does fit was jacked up most of the year because of life occurrences.
Well, so let's be more specific. So the place that I normally sit and stitch on this is in our craft room, because I've got a separate stand that has got two sort of arms that come out at an angle, and it lays on it, and it's easy to flip it over without actually changing the stand. The craft room has been, as he says, jacked up, but I think that's probably a poor phrase.
Out of action.
Has been out of action. It has been
Jammed.
Jam-packed.
Yeah.
That's where your jacked is, jam-packed.
Jam-packed.
Jam-packed with stuff, simply because we brought a load of bits back from Mum's. And you've heard me mention about the dining room table being covered with the doll's house.
Yeah.
There was lots of craft supplies from Mum's that we have now sorted out at last.
Yeah.
It took my operation. and him needing to sleep in the spare room which she's also the craft room, for us to deal with it.
Yeah.
But that means that the space is now free this year. But equally, I was so disgusted over the whole silver incident, which would have been all the way. Let me have a look.
Hands
Can't
up,
really
perfect
see it.
stitchers. Everybody a perfect stitcher?
But round here,
Not me.
there's a little bit of pink left just there. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see.
You're too harsh on yourself.
Where I'd stitched all the way around there, and I was so cross about it and pulled it all out, and it went into time out as well. But yeah, but more on that in a bit.
But it's not the first time that I've heard somebody comment that the chart for this particular designer is difficult.
Yeah, there are problems. If you're going to do a chatelaine, for heaven's sake, make sure you buy the PDF and don't get a paper copy, because
Well, you need a magnifying glass.
it's not just that. The nuances of all of the different back stitches that are done in different colours on some, that are done on, like particularly this one, there must be about 9 different back stitch colours. You can't tell which one's which, so you really need to be able to zoom in on a decent screen to be able to tell which is which. But just to go into detail, let me see if I can see past that. I'm going to cover you up, my lovely. I'm sorry.
No problem.
So all of these green around here, all that bit and around here, that's all over one, and I will get a decent photograph close up and drop it in after
Put that somewhere.
after this. So there you go. There you go. Right. Was that my 2?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Right. So the next one, Lilith as Labrador. Lilith got some decent work this year. She got more than her 10 days, I think. I think I got carried away. She might have had 11. Possibly carried away. Might have had
When there's
12,
a knock on the door later, it'll be the stitching police. You did 11, not 10.
Yeah.
Terrible. Terrible.
Well, I did enjoy working on her. So this is by Mirabilia. Artwork's by Nora Corbett. It's on 28 count even weave, and I chose a design called Ocean Cove by Fabric Flair, which is printed because, as lovely as these beautiful mermaids are, they always seem to me to be a little bit odd floating in midair. And I wanted something that was on a background. So this is what she looked like last year when you last saw her, and this is what she looks like now. I've managed 1,786 stitches on her, and she is huge.
Yeah, that's just the tail.
I mean, look, here's my head. Her tail is the size of my face.
Yeah.
But as you can see, so here's her bottom and her knee. What would have been her knee, you know?
Still looks like an alien.
And then her tail. Her fluke of her tail comes around here, and you can just about see the printing here behind her of the rocks that are below. Hopefully, I can get her framed so that you'll still be able to see some of the picture around her. She is a tight squeeze on this fabric. Yeah.
Really cool. Looking good.
Looking forward to carrying on with her. So there you go. Next.
My turn.
Your turn.
This is Country Magic Stitch. You'll all know that they do the welcome charts. Welcome to, the travel stuff. And this is Welcome to Tatooine. You know? This is on an Ada, 14 count Ada in white. Using all the DMC threads, and they were supplied by Marley's Mixed Bag. Doing 2/1. This gets some time, and it's just blocks of colour. That suits me fine.
What's your pattern for stitching it?
My chart for stitching it.
He stitches it only on Star Wars days.
I do only stitch it. Sorry, on Star Wars days. I created my what I think we should, birthdays of actors and stuff.
Release
People
dates?
started on
May the 4th.
on May the 4th. Yes, May the 4th be with you and all of that. But then I thought it needs more attention, so I just had a look around, and there's plenty of days where I can have a Star Wars day. Cool.
Yes. You've tried to organise it so there's at least 1 or 2 Star Wars days each month.
Each month, yes, it gets a touch each month.
If you can't actually stitch it on the Star Wars day, you do the nearest day, don't you? Like on the weekend or what have you.
So that's that. That's me done.
That's you done. No, you're not completely done.
No, for now.
Yes.
For another 2.
Next up, This one is the Pirate. This one, the Snowman Collector
Snowman
Series
Pirate.
by
This is
Cottage
awesome.
Gardens Samplings. It's on 32 count, hand dyed Belfast linen in colourway Heirloom by Pole Stitches. This is what it looked like last time, if there is one, and this is what it looks like now. I chose the wrong fabric entirely. This is I used what we had in the house. This is the same fabric as I'm using for cryptids when you see it. There's white stitching here that you just can't see. Zoom in a bit. It's more obvious when you're really in front of it, but so I may yet put a very pale grey outline around the snowmen. He's fab. I've really enjoyed stitching on him. I'm stitching it actually with a different group of people. I don't think we ever gave it a hashtag, but the Stitch Bandit boat on the not Myth and Magic. I can't remember the name of it. I'll pop it across here, the bottom. But there is I think we're the lone pirate ship sailing across the ocean in a stitching game that nobody seems to be taking part in. So if you are interested in starting a ship and having some battles with us potentially, that we are stitching our way across the ocean, and the rest of my crew, which includes Laura from the Slovak farm, and a few others. Kat, I can never remember her YouTube channel because she posts like once a year or once every 2 years. They're all stitching this as well, but I think they've all finished it and I'm still trolling along behind.
Still sailing along.
Indeed. So there's that one.
It's fab.
As I say, I managed 2,142 stitches in it in the year, and it's around about 46 or 56%, so I intend to have this done this year. It'll be completed this year. Cool. Next up, I've got one more to do now.
You do.
And
Put that back where the others are, please.
Yes, yep. Thank you for your sterling ironing job this morning, sir.
Like I say, it's not dress uniforms ironing, but
it's better than it was. It was a crumpled mess. So next up is Chadmila Fausha, which you've seen fairly recently. Oops. Oh dear.
Getting
Magnet
tangled.
Catastrophe.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's all right.
Magnets are attracted.
They are indeed. Hang on, let me pop that back on there. Right, got there. Okay, so Chadmila Fausha, I think I had started it last year. One of the things I haven't included in this stitch counts is the back stitch counting, because that's just like trying to add that up was just a nightmare.
Some 1, 2, 3.
So many lots, gazillions. Chadmila Fausha by, I haven't got any of the details up there. It is by, I think it's a Joan Elliott actually, if I recall correctly. I will put the information across the bottom of the screen here, but it is by Designworks, I think, as well. And this is what it looked like last year, and this is what it looks like now. I put 1,063 stitches in. I put like all of this up here has gone in this year and there, and like, yeah, there's been
The sea is just beautiful, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
What a chart.
It looks way better in real life. The colours are pretty good there, actually.
Yeah, not bad. Very striking.
And where you see yellow, I either have or will be adding in a yellow blending filament as well that sparkles a bit to make it look a little bit more like gold.
Nice.
Because it should be gold.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Of course it should. Yeah.
It's meant to be an illuminated manuscript. So that's also on this year's doodad. WIP Go.
On a WIP Go.
It's not going to get finished this year.
No. Okay.
I don't think.
Really cool.
I mean, it might, but that's a lot of work. I mean, it's not the biggest of things. You know? I mean, it's only
bigger than
big.
you think. I thought it was a little nameplate, but it's much
It's
more
only
involved,
big.
top
This
and
is-
bottom.
There's a border around the top.
And then the
So
same
that
at the
is
bottom.
the top, just there.
Right.
And then it's the same as a nice panel across the bottom. Yeah.
Cool. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
It is. I like it. I have always liked it.
And me.
Now you, sir.
Me.
You, sir.
Long dog samplers. There are a few. They're all lovely. You have to do at least one. That's what I thought. Anyway.
Yep.
So, I'm ex-Navy. And I thought the one I should do is high and dry.
This is a new start this year, wasn't it?
This is a new start this year, yes. I started on the Long Dog Sampler Sunday.
Around about February time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
'Cause that's when they did the...
Yeah, we did a whole month, June. Long Dog June.
Oh yeah, that's when you started it, in June.
June, every day in June. And then I do Sundays, if I can, on this. And it's coming along. Yeah, it's coming along. Just plodding away with a sampler. Those of you that do samplers, you know, you choose your route. There's no... Yeah, I like it a lot. Using
Put that in the camera.
B5200.
Yeah.
Which is, for me, a mistake, personally, because I'm a muck magnet. But it's teaching me a lot about thread length. Yeah. My thread length, I was too long.
Yeah,
and by the time
stitches are a bit grey.
I got to the end of the thread, it was grubby.
Yeah.
So I'm now half the length I was, and it's working. The end of the thread is white.
Yeah. What size is this fabric?
I think this is a 25 count.
No, be 28.
It's a Permin of Copenhagen
But you did it over
linen.
one.
I'm doing it over one.
Okay.
I have a magnifying glass. It's easy peasy.
Stitching it over one.
It's easy peasy.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
1 over 1, yeah?
Yeah, 1 over 1, yeah.
Wow. I didn't
No,
realise.
2 over 1.
2 over 1. Wow, I didn't realise.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. It's so tiny.
It's
Little
beautiful.
teeny tiny stitches. Well done, you.
It's beautiful. It's fun.
It is lovely.
I'm-
It's the perfect colour. It's a slightly more blue colour than it's showing up on screen. But that's not far off what you're seeing.
It's going to be a long time before I say I'm enjoying stitching on linen, because the different size crosses is a little bit twitchy.
But they don't notice that badly.
No, but they are small stitches, and it's fun. It's fun. It's different to anything I've got. We've got the thread from our local shop, the Sewing Studio. Yeah, and I'm doing 2 over 1. What? I'm being inspected. I've got a missed stitch.
And there.
No way.
You've not missed the stitch. You've just missed the top leg of it. There's a couple like that.
Well.
Yeah. There's a couple like that. There's one up there. There's one there. Yeah.
Golly.
That's why I put my glasses on. I was like, am I imagining that?
Eagle eyes.
Indeed.
If there's a mistake, Morty will spot it.
No, not necessarily. But no, that was when it's a missed
That's quite
top
obvious.
leg.
Yeah,
Those
it's
are
quite obvious when
yeah.
you point them out. They're quite obvious.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that's looking good.
I love it.
I like
like stitching this a lot. Yeah, nothing else to say about this.
Lovely. You may have it back.
Thank you very much.
Oh, well.
Well.
So where are we at? Alluring Sorceress. So this one has been out. Definitely had more than its 10 days. I think it's probably had 11 like the others. This was started in January of 2023 as part of the Teresa Made Me Do It sale.
Because she did.
And I was only stitching on it when there was a live for last year. And this, for the current year just gone, I've had like 11 days on it. Haven't got very far, to be fair. It is a design by James Himsworth. When I do my kit parade, you will see another 4 or 5 designs by him in my stash. So trust me to start stitching on the female first. It's on 14 count generic black Ada. I have managed 1,385 stitches. This is what it looked like last year, and this is what it looks like now. Do you want to show them the front rather than the back, babe, though?
Stitching
Now,
well.
now you're doing well, mate.
Smiling behind here. Smiling.
So to flip. You did brilliantly. There's only 2 shades of blue in it so far. There's another 2 shades of blue to add yet, and the whole of this centre section is white and grey, white with grey shading. Am I enjoying it? Yes and no, because like with your Jack Queen King, it is 3 over 1 at the moment on Ada, and trying to get them to lay neatly is just nigh on impossible.
task.
But I managed to get 240 stitches in it last night for its 5th day in December, which because it got called for this last month. And we're starting to actually see some more of the design coming in as well. If you can scoot forward a bit and left a bit, there we go. You can see that her outer sort of robe that she wears, her dress is white, the robe is this blue and greeny pink, what have you. You've got a star coming in here and a moon and another star up here. So all the design on her robe is starting to appear.
Nice.
Again, that's on WIP Bubbles. Sorry,
Take a drink.
my water. That's in WIP Go for 2025.
Cool.
And then the other one that I have been working on is, or have I done my 2? I've lost track. Right, okay.
If we run out at the end, it doesn't really matter, does it?
No. Cryptids.
Cryptids.
Oh, no. Cryptids. This one was in a long-term timeout because I had made a mistake with the frame, if you recall. Those that have been watching. Those that haven't been watching wouldn't have known, but so this is what it looked like last year, what you saw of it. I haven't unwound this actually. You'd like to undo the lower screw. Hang on. No, wrong way. Lefty loosey. That's it. Let's unravel that and pop it in the front. Ta-da! That should do the job. There we go. No, not quite. Bit more. That's it. Yay! Okay, so you alright?
I've got it.
Right. So this whole frame from here, down here, all the way up to the top, come back a little, all the way up to the top here. I had made a mistake in the S of cryptids, which meant that the whole frame was pushed out an extra, I think it was
One
out.
stitch.
Yeah, out an extra 1 stitch.
Okay.
It was off. And I was so cross that I got to the bottom. When I got to the bottom here, it really put me off stitching it because I couldn't fudge it. I didn't want to fudge it. Everybody said just fudge it. No one's going to know. I'm going to know.
Yeah.
And every time I walk past it, it would annoy me for the rest of my days. So I didn't want to time out it because I'd done 50%. So I frogged the entirety of that side. It's
How many stitches?
1,200, something like that.
Gosh.
900, I don't know, I lost track. It was 900. This bit here was 900 on its own.
Every stitch you feels your pain.
Yeah. And then I then restitched up here. I finished off these 2 and it hasn't been called since, but I've got the last 4 to do and to finish off the frame. So yeah.
It's that linen again though, isn't it? Linen's
it's that linen.
Tricksy.
This linen's not too bad actually. It seems I did sign up for Supernatural because I seem to have the materials list for it. Do you think I can find what I did with the chart? Will I stitch it? I don't know. If I find it, maybe, but I'm not going to make a special effort.
All good?
Yeah.
There we go. Wind that back up.
Oh, bear with.
Do logistics.
Let's just deal with the logistics of this so it doesn't get a problem. Forget how big it is.
That's what she said.
Steady it on old bean. No, don't hold. It's going to go wonky now. Maybe I'll deal with that later. Oh, there we go. That's all right. That'll do. Tighten it up. Put it away. Right, and then it's your turn, sir.
My turn.
Yeah.
If I suffered with embarrassment, you could consider this was an embarrassment. This is one called Tiger Chilling Out. It's a Dimensions kit. I don't even know which way it goes up.
The arrow on the side's a good one.
That's a good clue. I think I'm in the well.
You are in the well.
For the first time.
When did you start it, sir?
No idea.
Was it last year?
No idea.
If you started it last year, you'll be seeing a picture of it about now.
maybe. It's on a generic black 14 count Ada. I just haven't had time. My rotation is 5 sessions on each. My weekend life is so...
Full.
Yeah, fluid.
Fluid.
Fluid. Yes, fluid. Yes, not fluent.
We're fluent.
We're fluent. So it might take 5 weekends to get 5 sessions. So there's not much done, but there, whatever it is that. This is my first experience of a dimensions kit. It's my last.
But you had to frog a whole load out, didn't you?
I did.
Which is why you've not got as far as you would like.
I did. Everything was wrong. Yeah, I finished all up here, all the orange and stuff, and it just wasn't fitting, and I couldn't see a fudge. And I'm a bit like Morti. Yes, we could have fudged it, but I wouldn't know. So I unpicked it all, and so we are. Yeah, we're probably backwards at when it was.
Yeah.
But it matters not, because it will get more attention. I'm not sleepy cupboard in mine or anything. I just put all the whips in a rotation for 5 days, put it away, get it out, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
I think I'm done.
No.
Stitched 2/2.
My next one up is Cherith by Textured Treasures. This is what it looked like last year. I am disappointed with myself in this one. I had intended to have the centre section finished by the end of the year, and it didn't happen. What have you done?
Lost the back of a magnet.
Yeah, we'll find it in a minute now. Not right. It'll be attached to another magnet.
Probably.
Yeah, this is what it would have looked like last year. This is what it looks like now. As I say, I'm disappointed that I didn't finish off. Have a cushion. Other side. That's it. I had wanted to get these corners done and that little piece there, and then do the same at the bottom here and get all the way round, and it just didn't happen. But it's beautiful.
Take anything away from its beauty, does it? It's stunning.
Yeah. It's not quite showing the right colours. It's a little more pinky purple than that, because these are palest mauve, these bits. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Really good.
It'll be good. We'll be fine.
Cool.
Yeah. So, I have counted the stitches in that. 2,218 have gone in. I originally said that I would not count them, but I ended up counting them because that's me. That's the last of my big frames. That's going to go down over there because I can't tuck it in anymore. And the next one up, where'd that go? I've lost one. Have I managed to not put them in order? I missed one. I've skipped one, so we'll do this one next then. I'll go back to the one. Okay. So here.
Before we do this one, I need to make an apology.
Is it Sean?
Sean. Urban Stitches.
I think it's Sean.
I started this as a Sal and struggled. I struggled, and it might have been perceived that I have been mean about the actual chart. I'm not. The chart is amazing. I would stitch it again today, just not on this fabric. I'm not an experienced stitcher, and so the level of experience I've got, I struggled with this. I stitched the border and struggled. I frogged it and stitched, frogged it and stitched. I got it done, and then I just found the bottles just beyond me.
I mean, yeah, you frogged and restitched this border so many times.
It's beautiful. I love it. I wish I'd started it on an even weave and we'd have banged it out. It's purely our choice of the fabric. But it's the right fabric. It looks great on it.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't suitable for my experience level.
Yeah. So, got some work to do on that one. But we'll get there.
Yeah.
We will get there.
Yeah, Morti took it over kindly.
Well, I did want to do it originally, and I relinquished it for you.
You did.
This is using one of the sulky blends, that purple there for the foxglove is using a sulky thread, which I saw somebody use on Facebook, I think it was, Facebook group.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, I'm having some of that.
Having some of that.
That looks good. So there you go. So there's that one. That's my second one. Your turn.
My turn.
Yes.
This one. Yeah, not much progress on this one. This is Roy in the Rain. For those of you who know the Blade Runner film, this is Roy Batty at the end in the rain when he's dying. This is a Morti creation. Morti took a picture from the film for me and created it for me.
And this is what it looks. This is what it looked like last year.
Not much progress. This is a 25 count easy grid.
Yeah.
I'm stitching it 2/1. Yeah, 2/1.
Yeah.
And it's
2/1.
providing me with
2/1 cross. Yeah.
2/1 cross. Yeah,
Yeah.
4 cross. Yeah. This is providing me with experience. You know, I've said it. It's boring now. Not about the count, not even about the progress. It's about what I'm learning as I go through these charts.
If anybody does want a copy of the chart, I'll happily give it to you for nothing. Can't make any money off it because it is copyright.
Fabulous.
Did it for
picture.
personal use only.
For those of you who know this, I love this. It's an iconic image. And I'm looking forward to moving it on. I'd like to be that end by the end of the year. That's a lot of stitches. What is it? 1, 2, I don't know, 2,200.
How many have you done? 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1,200.
I've got 38 to do.
Oh, 2,400. 2,400.
Yeah, but you've done 12 columns.
Yeah, which is 100.
There's 50.
Right.
So you've got 38 to do.
Well, there are plans afoot to get on with this.
Yeah. Good luck. Well done.
You've got to have a target.
Yeah. 90.
90.
You finish it when you're 90.
When I'm 90.
I've got one like that as well. So next up for me on my, this is a new start for this year for me.
I love this one.
This I started on May the 4th as well. This is Stellar Altercations by Patchett Besco. I didn't count how many stitches I did. I just worked on it for 5 days, starting the 4th of May.
And it looks
This
like...
is what it looks like. So the central panel
It's fab.
with the 2 lightsabers. So I will be working on that this year.
On the 4th of May.
Trying to get it finished. No, I'm not. I want to get it done by the 4th of May.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it depends on when it gets... It's only been put into... Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, but WIP Go, I've only put it in for 5 days.
Right.
The plan is to get it done.
You're stitching on even weave. Because we like even weave here for certain projects.
Did it even weave?
Is it?
No, that's an Ada.
That's an Ada.
It's
Oh, so
an
we
Ada.
like
I
Ada.
haven't written down what it is, but I think it's an 18
You know, we don't
count.
care, do we? Ada's suitable for certain projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Like it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Have that. Number 1.
Right, and the second one I'm working on is, I think I had started this last year. This is the Dragon with Embroidery by Nadezhda Kazarina. It's on 14 count, cream coloured Ada. It was a stitch along with Cross Stitch Bunny, Rogue Mama Stitcher, the Violet Stitcher, Kate_X Stitcher. They're all finished, I believe. I am nowhere near finished. I'm at about 56%. I put in 2,928 stitches this year and I've got a long way to go yet. This is what it should look like, coupled with what it did look like. And now it looks like this. He's got eyes.
He does. He has eyes. He has personality.
He has eyes. So
Fabulous.
basically I've got the rest of the chair and the stool to finish off and the lamp. Fill in all the white bits and then do all the back stitch.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Looking good. Yeah.
Well done.
I'm using a mixture DMC and CXC, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm not going to mix my flosses again like that because it is a little obvious.
Is it?
And there's 1 or 2 colours there that aren't quite the right shade. But it's okay. It's okay. It's, yeah. That's meant to be orange. That's the basket.
Okay.
He needs his spectacles, so I need to get the face finished so that I can put his spectacles
Yeah,
in.
absolutely.
So love this one. This is scheduled to be finished this year.
Cool.
Yep. Your turn.
My turn. Started this last year.
28th of July.
This year.
This year.
Oh yeah, Big Stitch. Went to Big Stitch, and ModernFolkEmbroidery created a chart for the Big Stitch. You bought it for tending. I saw it and thought I could do this, and we did it big for the Big Stitch. It's been stitched on Ada 6.
Loosen your end.
Loosen my end. This end. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shoot. Yeah. I forgot that we stitched that. So I stitched it on the day, on the weekend. For the weekend, I stitched.
I do. Gives people enough of an idea.
Using 310 and using all 6 threads doubled, so 12 threads. At first, I started just stitching the whole 12. And then I decided to separate them from them. They behave much better. Once again, it's about the learning. I'm doing lots of learning from this. And yes, you can just throw the stitches in if you want, and it turns out quite scruffy.
Yeah, so it's a little bit scruffy. But we don't mind.
No.
It's about the fun rather than the finesse, isn't it?
Yes, I did go through a period where I was worried people might think I was making fun of our hobby. But
it's a Big Stitch.
It's the Big Stitch. And people are doing it on 40 and people are doing it on 25. And we're all going to meet at the Big Stitch in 26.
2026, yeah.
And it'll just be nice to see all of our Big Stitches together.
Yeah, so I've got to start mine yet. But I will.
Yep, it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Well, you
That's it. That's it.
There you go. Yeah, you've had your woes, haven't you? You've had time to do quite a bit of frogging and stuff,
I always do frogging. I am the frog king. Yeah. Yeah, just bro. I suppose the person I suppose
I still have one missing that I didn't bring down.
Oh no. Do you want me to go and get it?
I don't know where I put it.
That doesn't help.
I took it off of its...
You should have 4 left.
I took it off of its doodad. I've got 3 left because the 4th one is missing.
Which one is it?
It's the Dragon Halloween, the Happy Halloween sale that I took off the frame and then put the band sampler on. And I think I put it in the black and silver project bag that's upstairs somewhere.
Just do one now then.
I'll do 2.
No.
So the next one, so here's us blithely chatting away. The one that's missing is, I'll pop a picture in here. It's the easiest way to do this one. It's the Happy Halloween sale by the Historical Sampler Company. I did it on something like 32 or 36 count linen with the called for threads. I put in 1,129 stitches, but I'm not happy with it. It's ironic that it's the Happy Halloween sale and I'm not happy with it. It was that diaphanous linen.
The diaphanous linen.
And it was just odd stitches here, there, and it just, you can't carry threads across the back, so you have to keep a whinge basically. So I have put that one into timeout for the next 12 months. It's not happening.
Roll up for a whinge fest.
Yeah. The other one is here's another disappointment. I had high hopes of getting this finished at the end of the year. Excuse the dirty mark, because it's been a whole year on a Q-snap without a grime guard. Must make some grime guards
in this house.
So this was might have been started at the end of last year. I don't know. I think I might have started in December, because that's when it came out. But there you go. This is where I got to. And ground to a halt after having done the frame. So I've actually got the rest of that one to do, and then 10, 11 and part 12 to come. I managed to crease your lovely ironing, sorry. I do love it. I really do love it.
stunning.
I'm going to spend the next couple of days doing some work on it. I will throw some stitches into it as often as I can, and see where we go. And hopefully we can get that finished this year. No, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. That is going to be done by the end of this year, because I need my sales off my because there will be other sales, and I didn't get to do the Steady Thread Christmas sale this year because I refused to let myself do it because other stuff. But there you go.
Yep.
It is using all the called for threads. It's on a basic 18 count white Ada from Fabric Flair. I did in the last 12 months put in 8,644 regular stitches. I have not counted the back stitch up. I've got a record of what back stitch has been done, but I haven't counted it up to give you a total today, because that's quite a mission.
Yes.
Quite the mission.
1, 2, 3. So many lots.
1, 2, 3. So many lots. There's probably nearly as many back stitch. I'd say probably about 4,000 back stitch. Probably half the number of back stitch that there is to cross stitch.
That's really good. Really beautiful.
I love it. It'd be nice when it's finished, and then we can get it framed.
Good chart.
Yeah.
So me.
I've actually got 3 to go.
This is a Benway kit.
It is. Random kit bought by a company called Benway.
Yes, it's Starry Night by Vincent Van Gogh.
You started it last year, didn't you?
I did start it last year, yeah.
So if I've got a picture, it'll be here now.
Yeah, it's slow progress. Trying to do the Royal Rose, but...
on not gridded fabric.
Yeah, on not gridded. Yeah. No, I'm sort of gridding it myself using pins.
You know, you said whose pin was that?
It could have been mine. Was it a yellow one? No.
Pink.
Oh, pink. It was mine.
You can see where it came from.
Yeah, I can see where it came from too.
Take it back.
It seems to be working. It gets 5 days, like everything else. It will move on. It'll be finished sometime in the future. Thank you very much. Yeah. I love this picture. A lot of connections with Starry Night, and looking forward to moving it on. It's on a bit of Ada in ivory colour, and it's the kit 2/1.
Yeah, we
full cross.
We subbed out the fabric, didn't we? Because the fabric they provided wasn't big enough.
No, it was stitched right to the edge.
Yeah.
So yep. Looking forward to moving this one on.
Yay.
Nothing great to say about it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So so these are things
you should
coming
have
up.
2 left.
I've got 3 left actually.
How'd that happen? I've got 1 left.
Because I've obviously got 1 more than I thought. So I have got one of the new start for this year. Not quite finished. Need to carry on with it as soon as I can. It was the vampire camper, the gothic camper van by Living on the Rainbow on Etsy. This is another Coven stitch along. I know that DNA Geek Crafts and Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole, I think, have started theirs. Yes. I don't know if the others have yet. Total stitches so far 1,296. It's on basic 18 count white Ada. Yeah, it might have been easier not to. So these are the 2 sides of the camper van. I mean, here's a little picture of what it's going to look like as well when it's done. But 2 sides of the camper van. The white is glow in the dark threads.
Cool.
And I'm loving it. Need to get that finished this year. I also promised the Coven I'd make them some bat pins to go in it. So
really
we'll
cool.
do that. Got that to do yet. So there's that one. So, and then also by Living on the Rainbow is Mrs. Claus's cookbook, which I got well and truly stuck into, but was stuck in far enough. Managed 352 stitches, also on 18 count Ada. I think we're on the 2nd recipe book inside, and I haven't even finished the covers yet. 2nd recipe page inside. I've got a lot of work to do, but we'll get there eventually.
Oh, cool. Did you say what you're stitching?
18 count white Ada.
Yeah. Cool. 1 more.
You've got another one to do.
I have, but
I've done 2.
you done 2. My last one for this particular WIP Parade is a heritage stitchcraft creation. This is incredible. I love this chart.
This is what it looked like last year.
Artwork by John Stubbs. It's on an even weave, 25 count, I think.
And this is what it looks like now.
Yeah.
Need to get cracking on this, mister.
2 of 1, and I need to get this finished. Yeah.
How much do you think you've got left to do?
I have no idea. Maybe half.
Yeah.
Maybe halfway. It'll go into rotation, and I will work hard on it when it gets on the stand.
Yeah.
But I love stitching it. It's the companion piece to the owl that's on the wall, and looking forward to getting it up. Yeah.
So my last one, yay, all cheer, was a start at Christmas. When I bought the advent calendars, I also signed up for the Christmas patchwork stitch along by the Historical Sampler Co. Not having yet started the Happy Halloween one. The linen, I'm pleased to report, is a little less diaphanous than the last one. That's all I've done is a whole 89 stitches because, you know, other things take priority around Christmas time for me.
Yeah, Flosstube.
Not just Flossmas, you know,
Having
medical,
fun.
clearing up.
Yeah. Chilling.
So that's as much as I got done on that. So there you go. So those are all of our whips.
That's us. We have finished the parade.
You'll notice the absence of a Christmas band sampler because it didn't actually get started. I really want to do it. I really, 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 really want to do it.
Okay. It's on the chart. It's on the frame.
Yeah, the fabric's on the frame. Just haven't put any fabric threads in yet.
Okay.
Right, so WIP Go 2024, roaring success. Managed to complete every single square. Did a minimum of 5 to 10 days on everything. The only one that didn't get the 10 days is the one that was in for a finish. So I think it was 6 or 7 days that it got finished. It needs to be FFO'd. You'll see it in the next next Flosstube as having been FFO'd. Because I've got a list of things to do. The WIP Go for 2025 has now commenced. So let's talk WIP Go. Briefly, you know, talk amongst yourself.
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
So this year I have got two boards. I'm going to look at these boards here. I'm going to put pictures of the boards up there for you. I've got 2 boards. So I've got my WIP Go main board, which is pretty much identical to last year. So let me just say, so 11 of my whips are in it twice. So we've got Cherith, Chad Mila Fausha, Spooky House, The Pirate, Alluring Sorceress, Dragon with Embroidery, Nevermore, Cryptids, Sleepy Hollow, That Which Does Not Kill Us, and Lilith. They are all in it twice. In it once, because 11 makes 22, and we've got the middle square, which is a free square. So squares 12 and 14 are for stellar altercations and the weaving not stitch along. I've put them down for 5 days. If they get more, they get more. Ideally, I'd like to get them finished in those 5 days. And square 13, I've put down a new start for Into the Darkness because that is something else I really want to start. And you can see they're lit up already. We've got number 11 and number 20 because that's what's been called for WIP Go in January, which means 5 days on Lilith and 5 days on Alluring Sorceress to start the year off. Board number 2, because the WIP Go board worked and filling in those blank squares is a need, I decided that I was going to go one step further with Sirens Lament and the Chatelaine this year, and I was going to put in for a minimum of 5 days each per month, because you know there's between 28 and 31 days in a month. 5 days each per month. I've alternated them, and as luck would have it, 11 and 20 are both for Sirens Lament. So Sirens Lament is going to get 10 days minimum in January. Now, because I'm a complete and utter Should we try that? A complete and utter
That was good.
glutton for punishment. I am tempted to do a third board. And the third board, you'll notice there are some absent friends in amongst that. So the Gothic Camper's not on it. Mrs. Claus's Cookbook's not on it.
Any future sales aren't on it.
World of Cross Stitch is not on it. But I was actually thinking about having a third board that was non-cross stitch related.
Okay.
So things like fully finished 3F Crafts. It's cross stitch related, but it's
see.
not. Cast on that cardigan I've been meaning to do for 3 years. Fully finished the Christmas cushion that hadn't been. So I may yet throw something together as a third WIP Go board, which is
Just trying to do some math. So your first board is
5 days a piece.
5 days a piece, and you get 2 a month.
Sorry about that noise. That was our binman turning up.
Yeah. 2 at once for the month. So 10 days is taken up with your first board.
Yeah.
And 10 days is taken up with your second board.
Yeah.
That's 20 days.
Yeah.
Leaving between 18 and...
Between 8 and 11.
8 and 11 days that you can do other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so things like fully finishing 3F Crafts should only take me a day.
That's good. Yeah.
So,
And putting it on the WIP Go board means you have to do it.
yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
I might.
It's good.
If I can think of 24 things to put on a board. And I'll also throw in there, I mean, so I've said I've done, the record shows, let the record show that I stitched about 34,500 stitches for the year that's recorded, but there's also what was not recorded. So those where I've said I did 6 days but didn't record the numbers, like on the Poison Garden Mandala, which was actually about 660 stitches or something, and Mill Hill kits. I did at least 2 Mill Hill kits this year, which are usually around 1,000 to 1,500 stitches a piece. So I think I did roughly about 40,000 stitches. I'd like to try and get that doubled for next year if I can, but we'll see what happens. Make sure we record every stitch. Every stitch counts, because also I haven't put down what the back stitch was. But there you go. So that is a wrap. That is our WIP Parade, an hour and a quarter.
Whoa. Whoa.
No,
We should have said to people, get a cup of coffee.
I think you did.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
should we do the worms?
Yes. So thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next time, that's for sure. We hope you stay happy, wealthy, wise and well.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And most of all, ring the bell.
The bell. Yeah. We'll
Thanks
see you
a lot.
next time. Bye. We didn't tell them when the next one would be.
Be alright.
We'll surprise them.
They get a notification when it's up.
We'll surprise them.